Rents hitting an all-time high. The average one-bedroom, $1,770 a month, up 39% from last year.
Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. I mean, this is a particularly vicious scam. We have people arriving to what they thought was their new home, only to find out it's not in their name and it may have never been available for rent.
In 10 major cities, the average one-bedroom now costs more than $3,000 a month.
Moving into your first apartment is a significant step towards gaining independence and discovering yourself. However, are you prepared to face the challenges and relish the achievements of living in a new space? Today, we will not only discuss the practical aspects of moving, such as packing and signing leases, but we will also delve into the emotional and spiritual fulfillment that comes with creating your own space. Join us as we guide you through the essential steps to make your first move successful and personally enriching. Chapter 1. The Hunt for the Perfect Place. Embarking on the journey to find your first apartment is thrilling and daunting. How do you choose the right place that fits your budget and feels like home? It's a delicate balance between practical needs and personal preferences. As you step into this new phase, remember the wisdom of Proverbs 24:27. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. This scripture reminds us of the importance of preparation and order. Before diving into the aesthetics of your potential home, consider its location. Is it close to work or school? Is the neighborhood safe and accessible? Then, think about the cost. Budgeting isn't just about affording rent. It's about ensuring you can comfortably manage other expenses without strain. And let's not forget the amenities. Does the place have the necessary facilities to meet your daily needs? These considerations might seem overwhelming, but they are the building blocks of creating a space that's truly your own. As you embark on this hunt, take each step with careful thought and planning, laying a solid foundation for the exciting journey ahead in your new home. Chapter 2. Budgeting for your new life. Moving into your first apartment is not just a physical transition, it's also a financial one. It can be tricky to navigate the world of rent, utilities, and other living expenses, especially for first-timers. But don't worry, as Luke 14:28 advises, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? This scripture encourages us to plan and prepare financially. Start by creating a comprehensive budget that includes your rent and utilities, groceries, internet, and other essentials. Don't forget to account for initial costs like security deposits, application fees, and moving expenses. And remember, having a cushion for unexpected costs is essential because life is full of surprises. Effective budgeting means you're not just preparing to move into your first apartment, but also setting yourself up for a stable and secure life in your new home. Embrace this as a learning opportunity that imparts valuable life skills in financial management and responsibility. With careful planning and a bit of discipline, you'll turn the key to your new apartment with confidence and peace of mind. Chapter 3. Signing the lease. What you need to know. Signing a lease for an apartment is a significant milestone. It is a binding agreement with specific responsibilities and rights you should know. As Proverbs 22:1 reminds us, a good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. This scripture emphasizes the importance of integrity and understanding in all agreements, including a lease. Before you sign the lease, take the time to carefully review it. Look for details about the duration of the lease, payment schedules, policies on late payments, and any additional fees. You should also understand the rules about personalizing your space. Can you paint walls or hang pictures? Additionally, be clear about maintenance responsibilities. What falls under your purview and what will the landlord handle? It's important to remember that a lease is a legal document. Asking questions now can prevent misunderstandings later. If you don't understand anything, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. You can also negotiate the terms if possible. Your lease is the foundation of your relationship with your landlord, so ensuring clarity and mutual understanding is crucial to a harmonious living situation. As you go through this process, remember that being well-informed and cautious will protect your interests and help maintain a good relationship with your landlord, setting the stage for a positive renting experience in your new home. Chapter 4. Packing and Organizing. The Strategic Approach. Packing and organizing for your first move can be overwhelming. You may wonder where to start, what to take, and how to make the most of your new space. The key is to be strategic and systematic. As advised in 1 Corinthians 14:40, but everything should be done in a fitting and orderly way. This reminds us of the importance of order and planning, even in the seemingly mundane task of packing. Begin by decluttering. Moving is an excellent opportunity to review your belongings and decide what's essential. Sort items into keep, donate, or discard piles based on their necessity and sentimental value. As you pack, label boxes clearly and categorize them by room. This will make unpacking much easier. Consider the logistics of your move. If you're moving into a small apartment, be mindful of how much furniture you bring. Measure large items to ensure they fit comfortably in your new space. Organizing effectively also means being aware of your new environment. Think about the layout of your apartment and plan where each item will go. This foresight will save you time and energy on moving day. By approaching packing and organizing with a clear strategy, you'll reduce the stress of moving and lay the foundation for a well-organized and peaceful new home. Remember, a little planning goes a long way in making your first apartment a comfortable and harmonious place. Chapter 5. The Big Move, Managing the Day. The day of the move has finally arrived. It's a mix of excitement, anxiety, and a whirlwind of activities. But how can you ensure that everything goes smoothly? Ecclesiastes 4:9 provides wisdom for this day. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. This scripture highlights the importance of teamwork and support for a successful moving day. Firstly, consider whether you need professional movers or if a DIY move is feasible. Hiring professionals can alleviate much of the physical strain and logistical stress if your budget allows. However, if you're moving with the help of friends or family, plan effectively. Delegate tasks based on each person's strengths and ensure everyone knows their role. Prepare an essentials box with items you'll need immediately. Toiletries, a change of clothes, basic kitchenware, and any necessary documents. This will save you from rummaging through boxes on your first night. On a moving day, start early. Label each box with its destination room in the new apartment to streamline the unloading process. Keep a checklist to ensure nothing is left behind. Most importantly, maintain a positive attitude and a sense of humor. Unexpected hiccups are part of the adventure. Remember, moving into your first apartment is not just about transporting items from one place to another. It's a significant life event, a transition into a new chapter. By managing the day with planning, teamwork, and a bit of grace, you'll make the process smoother and more enjoyable. After all, this is the start of a new journey in your life. Chapter 6. Setting up and personalizing your space. After the moving trucks have left and boxes surround you, the real work of turning your empty apartment into your haven begins. Proverbs 24:3-4 reminds us that wisdom, understanding, and knowledge are essential to building and establishing a house and filling its rooms with rare and beautiful treasures. This means that your home is not just a physical space, but a reflection of your personality and character. Start by organizing the essentials, such as your bedroom, kitchen, and bathroom, as you will need these areas to be functional immediately. Your pre-move planning will be useful, making the unpacking process smoother and more efficient. Next, consider the layout of your apartment. Think about how you use each space and arrange your furniture accordingly. Do you need a workspace in your living room? Would you like a quiet corner for reading or meditation? Your lifestyle should dictate the flow and function of your space. Decorating your first apartment is a chance to express yourself, but balancing aesthetics with your budget is important. Thrift stores, DIY projects, and hand-me-downs are great sources for unique decor that won't break the bank. Remember, your apartment doesn't have to look perfect right away. It is a work in progress that will evolve as you do. Finally, do not underestimate the power of small details. Plants, photographs, and art can transform a space and add a personal touch that makes it feel like home. Chapter 7. Navigating Challenges and Embracing Independence. Moving into your first apartment is not just about new beginnings. It's also about facing and overcoming challenges that come with independence. As you settle into your new space, unexpected issues may arise, but remember Philippians 4:12-13. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. This scripture is a powerful reminder that you have the resilience to handle any situation. One of the first challenges you might face is financial management. Living on your means, being responsible for all expenses can be daunting. It's crucial to stay disciplined with your budget and find ways to cut costs without sacrificing quality of life. Another challenge is dealing with maintenance issues. From a leaky faucet to a malfunctioning appliance, learning to tackle these problems, whether by fixing them or knowing when to call for help, is essential. You might also experience moments of loneliness or homesickness. It's normal to miss the familiarity of your previous home or the constant presence of family and friends. During these times, reaching out and building new connections or finding activities that enrich your life is important. Finally, embracing the freedom of living independently is both exhilarating and challenging. It's about making decisions for yourself, trusting your judgment, and learning from your mistakes. This chapter offers practical advice and emotional support for navigating the challenges of living independently. It's about celebrating the small victories, learning from the setbacks, and growing stronger with each experience. Remember, with each challenge you overcome, you're not just building a home, but also building character and independence. Conclusion. As we end, take a moment to reflect on the journey you have embarked upon, from finding your apartment to turning it into a home. Remember Psalm 127:1, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." Your first apartment is more than just a place to live. It represents your resilience and independence. Embrace every challenge and joy with this new chapter in your life. Share your experiences and tips in the comments below. Here's to new beginnings and the many exciting adventures that await you in your own space. Cheers to creating a home that reflects who you are and your journey.